Hi, and welcome back. What we're going to do this week is we're going to talk about coping step plans, which might sound slightly odd, but it's kind of building on the work that we've done so far. So, this week, what we did was we invited the children to think about a challenge or something they wanted to achieve. Now, often when we're thinking about challenges or something that we want to achieve, we think, oh, we'll never achieve that, or that challenge is too big. And that links in with maybe having red thoughts of I can't do this or I won't be able to do this. And what we're going to do, or what we've been doing this week, is then thinking about okay, how might we then think differently about this? How could we then have maybe a can do and create some green thoughts that children feel, oh, actually, this is what I could do. So we introduced a coping step plan, which is essentially what we invited the children to do was to think about a challenge or something they wanted to achieve. And a bit like putting it at the top of a tree. What we're thinking is, well, gosh, I'm on the ground, I'm on the floor, I'll never reach the top of the tree. But actually, when we think about the tree, what we can do is think about the tree having branches, and those branches can help us to rise and get to the top of the tree. And even if we get so far, what's really important is the fact that we've tried, we've made that attempt, and it's how we can reward ourselves. So, again, thinking about your own lives, thinking about things that you want to achieve or things that you find a challenge, just to take it step by step and just to plan that out of thinking about, okay, what little step could I take to help me to achieve this? And if I take that step, what reward can I give myself or give my child for doing that? So it isn't about actually getting to the top of the tree. It's about that journey and how we can reward ourselves and help ourselves to make that journey of having a can do attitude, of acknowledging the fear and the anxiety and the worry, but then thinking about how we can break it down. So, what we would ask you to do is think with your child if they're facing a challenge or they're facing something that's difficult. Think with them. How could you help them to make that journey, to help them to climb some of those branches? That would be really helpful for your child. What we'd also like you to do is to practice the relaxation exercises that we introduced a few weeks ago, because they're the things, again, that will help your child when they're facing a challenge, when they're facing a difficulty, to help them to relax and help them to manage those feelings. Thanks for watching. See you again next week.